Hi everyone, welcome to 30-minute Buns and Guns class. This is a low impact class with the option of adding hand weights to add intensity. They're not required, but if you have either dumbbells, maybe different weights, these are also leg weights, but I could use them as hand weights if you have something like that. You can improvise and use cans in shopping bags. So make it your own class, work at your own pace, take it at a higher level of intensity or lower, go faster, go slower. You just key in on what you need today, okay? So we're gonna start. Let's make sure that we've got water nearby. If we wanna grab a drink at any time, check your space, make sure you've got room to move forward and back and side to side. And we'll just start with a march out, and an inhale, and exhale, and up nice and tall, and exhale, one more, and bring it down. And let's get that march with the knees coming up front a little higher. Maybe you slow down a little bit. We want to engage the core as we bring those knees forward. So keeping those shoulders back and a nice tall posture with those knees coming up high. And when you're ready, if you want to take it into a march, still try to have those knees going forward, still maintaining the same posture. Those arms are more relaxed at your side, and making sure we're not going into a twisting motion yet. We will do some rotation. Right now we just want to stay forward and back. Keep inhaling, exhaling, filling those lungs. 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're going into jacks. Full range of motion with the arms, and then you have a choice with the legs. You're either in a full jack or you're side to side, lower impact. Landing softly, knees always slightly bent. Feeling the heart rate start to increase. 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to take it into hamstring curls. So we're bending down, bringing the heel up to the buns, squeezing down the back of the leg, and then we add a bit more intensity as we go side to side. It's like a wide-legged squat. Good. And we're going to do 4 on one side. 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Go down low on the switch. 1, switch. 4, 3, 2, switch. 1 and switch. Last time. Good. And let's jog it out again. Remembering that you can march if that's where you'd like to stay. On this jog, I've got my heels coming up behind this time, but still trying to keep nice and tall through the upper body. A little bit longer, and we'll do a second set of jacks. 4, 3, 2, last one, jacks. High or low option. Land softly on those feet. Slight bend of the knees. Full range with the arms. Good. Entire body warming up. 4, 3, 2, last one. And start to bring knees front. Shoulders stay back. Use your core. Cross over. So here's the rotation we want. Controlled. Good. Starting to feel it more through the side of the waist. Four, three, two. Last one. Inhale. And shake it out. Going with my heavier weights to start. I've got 7s and 5s. I don't have my 10s today. So we're going to take it into a front lunge, switch to the other side. So alternating legs, sideways view, making sure we don't drive that front knee forward over our front foot. So stop and then go down. Stop and then go down. And it goes to a bicep curl. Bicep curl. Up and down. Up and down. So you're choosing how low you go into that dip with your lunge on the legs. When we bring the arms back to our sides, go back just beyond your hips. Good. Couple more. One more each side. Last one. Good. Taking it into a wide leg squat. Down and squeeze up. Down and squeeze up. Now, I'm at the beginning of my class. Sometimes I can use a heavier weight at the beginning. You might want to go a little lighter because we're going to do alternating lifts in the front. That weight is coming away from the center of our body. So if you want to try the heavier weight, go ahead. And always have your lighter ones close by if you want to switch. We're going down, we're squeezing up. What are we squeezing? Inner thighs, glutes, those buns, core tight. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, squeeze, squeeze. Good. Turn to one side or the other, it doesn't matter. Take a look at those feet, they're both pointing straight ahead. And now we're just going to go straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up. So that makes sure we don't drive our front knee over our toe. And we only lift one arm. So whichever leg is back behind you, same side arm is going up in front. Up and down. Come down right by your hip. And down. Now if you find you're wobbling a little bit, I know I am, take those feet a little wider side to side. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come center. Back to our first move. Down, squeeze up. Do a couple just the legs. There you go. Now add those arms. Trying not to lean forward. Keep the back straight and tall. Squeeze up. Squeeze up. Not going fast. Making the body work through the slow move. Good. It needs lots of control. 4, 3, 2, last one. To your second side, whatever side that is. And let's just start with the knee, down and up. Front knee is bending, but not going forward. And then when you're ready, add the single arm. It's on the same side as the back leg. Up. So come to shoulder height, and then bring it down by your hip. Up and down. Slow and controlled. Up and down. Really Really good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come center to squats and let's just hang those weights. Down, squeeze up. Down, squeeze up. Check your knees. Not going past either foot. You can always see your toes. 4, 3, 2, last one. I'm going to go a little lighter. I'm going to start with my touch back. Touch back, touch back. As my left leg goes back, my left arm goes forward. Right leg back, right arm forward. Slight lean. So shoulders are not over the hips, they're leaning forward. But I've got a nice long line. If I drew a line, my head, my shoulders, my hips, my heel, when I'm extended, it's a nice line. Good. Palms are facing up. Feel your core working. A little bit of side to side motion. So we've got a little wide-legged squat in the middle. Good. Keep it here. Or if you want a little bit more work, lift the leg in the back by squeezing. Squeezing. Those of you that have quick on and off leg weights, you could add weights to your ankles here. Good. Although I have one of a pair here, they take a little time to put on and off. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Core tight. 4, 3, 2, last one. I'm just going to set the weights down and grab a quick drink. And you do the same whenever you need it. Standing up tall, tapping side to side, one arm working, reaching out, pulling back with the elbow at shoulder height, across the body, as though you were reaching for a shelf in the front corner of your room. Elbow back, keep that arm level. Now reach a bit more, reach. A little bit more, exaggeration in your move. Feel. The side that's got the weight, you're going to feel your side of the waist, the muscles there working harder to pull you back in. Now we're going to turn and open the hand. Reach, then open. Reach, open. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down. Give those shoulders a little roll. Back out and tap. And tap. Arm up. Reach forward, front corner. Extending out, taking the weight away from the center line of your body. Core working. Lean a bit more. Exaggerate. Reach. And reach. Make sure when you bring the arm back, elbow stays at shoulder height. Then we start to open to the back. Reach out front, open back. Feel those arms working. If you're getting tired, do the move without weights in your hand. 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew. Good work. Step wide and then into a lunge to one side. And as we go into the lunge, before we add any work with the hands, let's check our alignment, knee and toe on the side we're leaning into. They are going in the same direction, but the knee not past the toe. The extended leg, it's not straight. It might look straight, but it's got a slight bend. And we start to bring the arm down. So here we have rotation. Shoulder down, shoulder front. down, front, slow and controlled. Good. Engage the core. Stay here if you want and start to press up, or we can bring the foot in so that we step out of our lunge when we press up. If you're doing this second version of the move, every time you place your foot back out, just check your alignment. That's why we don't go fast. Knee and toe alignment, check it out. Harder if you want. Even harder still, I've got my extra weight carefully leaning on my thigh with my hand, keeping it secure, but not lifting it. I'm making the leg lift it. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Wide-legged stance. And let's do our lunge in the second side. Adjust those feet. Keep the knee from going beyond your toe. Shoulder down, shoulder facing front. Rotation. Core engaged. Good. Stay here if you want, or we can start to press up, over, press. Bring the feet a little closer. If you want to bring a step in, step out. Step in, step out. Watch alignment. Good. More if you want. Knee comes up. Notice if you're doing that move, you're tightening the core again. I've got my extra weight secured on my thigh, but my hand isn't lifting it. I'm making sure my leg has to lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Really good. Heavier weight. Again, grab a drink if you want one. A long stance. We're going to go into our wood chopper. I can't remember the name. So I'm up on the ball of my foot on the back leg. Slight sideways. So front leg, we come up front, and then we come down and chop the wood. Up front, down and chop the wood. Up, across the body up, and cross again to go down. Yes. Really good. Notice the slower you go, the more you feel it through all those muscles. You're using them all, nice and controlled. Last one. And up. If you're hanging on to that weight on either end, just ensure you've got a secure grip there. So again, I've got a slight angle so you can see both feet. Ball of my back foot. When I go down again, making sure I'm not driving forward. I come down. I reach up and across, down and chop the wood. Up and across. So first couple, I'm adjusting my feet, maybe moving wider side to side, help with my balance, my stability. Up tall, down low, up tall, down low. It's not about speed. I know we'd really be chopping hard if we had an axe. Nice and controlled. One more. Perfect. Feet hip width apart. Sitting back into squat. And now I'm going to switch my weights to a little lighter. So let's just get used to it. You do lean a little bit forward as long as we don't start to do body up and keep the buns up in the air. We want the buns down low. Squeeze the elbows back and then in together. And it's back and back and back. Feeling the work. Triceps, back of that arm. And if you don't like that move, just stay here. Or you might like to do it in the reverse. When you stand up, you press back. That actually feels like it might be a better sequence. There we go. Press back. Press back. 4. Squeeze those elbows nice and high. 2 more. Core tight. Good work. Okay. Just checking our time. We're going to do a little bit of balance work, still with weights in our hand, if that's what you choose. So get ready to stand on one leg, then just pop up so that you're on the ball of your foot, second side. You can stay here, or you can just start to lift and touch down, lift and touch down. And then your next move is to no longer touch and try to maintain your balance. Balancing leg, soft knee. Starting to do rotation. If you need to touch down, that's okay. Keep your eyes focused on one thing that's not moving. That might help you stabilize. And a little bit more work if you want. Out to the side, working the outer thigh. Two more. One more. Good. I was going to do my class outside today. Getting pretty warm inside. I'm sure it'd be a whole lot hotter outside. Ready to switch. So supporting leg, make sure that knee stays soft. Lifting and touching. And if you're ready, stop the touch. And then touch only when you need to. Supporting leg, soft knee. Start to rotate over that thigh. It's slow, it's slow. Good. Focus on one thing that's not moving. When you're ready, if you want to add it, you can also add leg directly to the side. The toes of the foot that's moving are pulling back towards your nose through the entire move, the knee up and the leg side. 4, you can do it. 3, 2, last one. Okay, weights down. Grab another drink. Whatever leg you stood on first, let's go back to that side. Again, just that little tiny bounce that I do to make sure that I've got my knee bent. Take the other leg back. Stand nice and tall, shoulders over your hips. And now start to curl. And right here in the hamstring is where we're focusing. Let's pull those toes back to the knee as though you're leading the heel up to your buns. And now pretend you're strapping on more weight. Squeeze. Maybe if you've got leg weights, pretend you've added more. Squeeze more. Let's hold this one up And now start to press directly behind you. No need to lean if you want to stay here. If you want to, you can go forward and even press out with your hands. So making like a long line airplane. Good. 4. Notice that it challenges your balance more. 2. And 1. Walk it out. Second side when you're ready. Standing leg, bent knee. Toes pull back to your knee. Lead with your heel up to your buns. This leg that's doing the bending, it's slightly back behind your standing leg. So you really want to feel it in the hamstring. You'll also feel it up here in the glutes. Good. Imaginary weight is added. Make it even more difficult in your imagination. Core still engaged. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's hold it up. And now we're going to start to press back. And this can be where you stay, just leading with the heel, or you can lean forward, also pressing out the hands, leading with the heel of each palm. Nice long extension. Really challenging the balance on this one. Think of all the parts of your body that we're taking away from the center line over that standing leg. We're sending weight forward and back. Not exactly equal. 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. Back on your first side. Soft knee. And this will be our last move before we stretch it out. And it's the same type of move that we were doing with a lean forward and back, except we're not lifting up the knee. So it's a very big range of motion, because now we're going forward as well. Noticing it's challenging me today. So you might tend to go faster to think you can catch your balance. What you really want to do is slow down. And our last one, walk it out and switch when you're ready. Let's have those toes pulling back towards the knee. Standing leg is a soft knee. When the leg goes behind us, we lean forward quite a bit. When the leg goes in front of us, we don't lean back very much. Sorry, that was a really big wobble there. Sometimes it's good to be doing this in a room with furniture. Something to grab onto. And let's do one more front and back. Good. Deep breath in. And out. And up. Grab those hands together, pull up above your head. Really stretch the torso. And then slowly bring those arms in front. Stop at shoulder height. Your thumbs are pointing up. You're looking at the palm of each hand. And as we pull away from our body, feel the stretch through the shoulders, upper back. Bring it down. Do a side to side or a roll. Inhale. Pull up again. Flip your hands this time and then come down so that the thumbs are pointing down. You're looking at the back of each hand. And now lead with the heel of each palm. Feel the stretch through the back of your arms. Bring it down. Having those feet come to a standing still position, but if you feel like your heart rate is still up, you can continue to walk it out. So I've just got my hand here for a little bit of support. I'm not grabbing the elbow, I'm not pushing, pulling. I'm just helping to stabilize it so that the bicep stays by my ear, and stretching the tricep. But some people like to go across the body. So do what you need to
to feel that stretch. Some people don't need this hand. So if this is where you want to go, then you can do a stretch back here with your hands. Everybody has different flexibility there. Some of us can grab on, some of us wave. Bring it down. Good. Shake it out. So going into a nice long stride, have your feet, about 2 fists apart. So that gives us some stability. We bend into and lean over that front thigh, but we're still able to see our toes on the front foot. On the back leg, we want to press the heel down but have a bent knee. So let's get the heel on the ground and then ever so slowly start to almost straighten that back leg but never really get there. And feel the stretch in the calf, lower part of the back leg. Always have an option to reach out one arm or two. Notice when you do that, your core needs to be engaged to support your back. Arms back, shoulders over your hips, up onto the ball of the foot. Tuck forward, pressing with our hip creases forward. Now sink down. Bring the arm across your body. Shoulder relaxes, don't let it creep up. Lean your head away so that we really open up this space. Bring it back, release. Bring the foot in halfway, hands now on the back thigh. Imaginary seat behind you, you're going to sit down and now pivot onto the heel of that front foot. Keep your chest open, looking out slightly in front. You can press away against an imaginary wall, and that even actually helps me sit down a little bit more and intensify the stretch. Slowly come up. Switch sides. You don't have to switch direction. I'll just do it for a different angle. So again, making sure your feet are wide enough apart so that your balance is not your challenge on this one, because you really want to focus on stretch. Press the heel down on the back foot without straightening the back knee. Here's your option again with your arms, though you're hanging onto a beach ball out front. Core is engaged. And then bring it back, shoulders over your hip. Up onto the ball of your foot. Press forward with your hip creases. Sink down low. Bring your arm across. Lean your head in the direction of these fingers that are out wide here. And open up the space between your ear and your shoulder. Slowly come back. And let's come in, step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Sit down, pivot on your heel. Using that hand as a counterbalance, and maybe you can sit down even further. Where do we want to feel this one? It's the calf, it's the hamstring, and it's the glute of that front leg. Toe down, roll up slow. Last stretch for the quads. Lean on something if you want to take balance out of the picture. Otherwise, you've got your foot in your hand or your ankle or your thigh, or you're grabbing onto a pant leg. Press your hips forward. Squeeze your buns. Stretch through the quads, down the front thigh. Shake it out. Ready to go, second side. Standing leg, soft knee. Still breathing. Deep, full breaths. Get that heart rate back down. And bring it down. Deep breath in. Let it go. And up. Let it go. All the way up. Side to side. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh. Great job. Thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful day. Take care.